Hello, how you guys doing? What's going on? Welcome to the Messy Sweet Spot. Everybody's been talking about China exposing all these luxury brands from Christian Dior, Chanel, Gucci, you name it. These individuals out here buying $3,000, $5,000 bags, and they feel like they're better than most people because they spent that money. Okay. They have this idea that it was made in Italy and it had the best of whatever, whatever. And come to find out, those bags were made in China. China, which is the place that they always deem as cheap and low quality. Oh my God, I don't get stuff from China. You know, China has a horrible reputation. And China has been quiet for all this time. But ever since Trump decided to have war with China when it comes to this market, and playing these games because United States owes so much money to China. So he's trying to, raise hikes on them so United States won't have to pay as much money as they owe China because, hey, that's on America part. He don't want to pay up. So he's doing all this chaos. And China is not to be bullied. They're not having it. And I don't blame China, okay, for standing up against this. So a lot of the China individuals that have been keeping these luxury brand secrets are exposing the truth. They letting y'all know that 5,000 bag you have on your arm, yeah, that was made in China. The place that you hate, the place that you feel like it's just a disgust. It was made over here, and it was made over here. And they only paid $5 for the bag. Okay. So at the end of the day, you are the one that's getting duped. Okay. You are the one that's getting made a fool out of. And this idea that a bag it makes people feel like they're better than other people, and people buy into this ideology. It's nothing but a belief. Hell, it is nothing but a belief. So shout out to all those people out there buying them fake bags. Y'all caught a lot of hell from wearing fake bags. Y'all caught a lot of hell for buying fake bags. Come to find out, that fake bag that you bought is the same bag that's at the Chanel store. Okay. It's the same bags that are this Louis store. Only thing is, they're saying that when the Louis Vuitton and Chanel, when they buy the bags, they take it to Italy or whatever. They stamp their logo on there that says made in Italy, and then they shop it in the stores and they package it so it can be nice and pretty. And they put that high price tag on there, and you go buy it, and now you think you the shit. And it goes to show these same people, y'all out here robbing people for $5 bags. People are getting killed over Jordans for a $3 shoe. Okay. And it's all a belief. You know, they got your mind messed up. You believe this is so valuable. And it ain't. It's just your belief. Your belief system is messed up. You can be all that in a bag of chips without a name brand, without a bag or anything. But society has adopted this ideology that if you wear a Chanel bag, you got money, you're better than the rest. And that's just a belief. It ain't real. Okay. And I'm going to play this video. I know you guys, we did a vote and you guys said this is what you guys wanted to hear. Press 1 if you guys can hear me. And let's hear what they're saying in this video. You guys ready?
As long as there's a tag saying made in China, the bag can never be luxury. However, in fact, more than 80% of the luxury bags in the world are made in China. But those luxury brands just won't acknowledge that. They take almost finished bags from China factories back to their own factories and just do the repackaging and logo installing, something like that. That way, the bags will appear at their boutiques as made in Italy or made in France. You know, those sophisticated European countries, which make you feel mysterious, royal, and thus luxury. Now, Close your eyes. Let's just do a little very easy experiment in your head, okay? Imagine that you have an Hermes bag, and suddenly the label on it changed from made in France into made in China, while everything else like leathers, zippers, and hardware remain the same. Do you suddenly feel that your bag is not as luxury as before? If you do, that means you have been misled and poisoned by the market campaign of those luxury brands for too long. Welcome to the real world. Now you see, those bags are made in China by our intelligent and diligent Chinese artisans. Let's not be poisoned and misled by the market campaign any longer, and be a real person. Buy a bag from us, from our factory in China. See the real world for yourself.
Crash out. Seriously, I'm crashing out. China, they on our ass. Let me tell you something. Y'all see all these damn bags that I have? Okay, these are the bags they're talking about. Like, I have a Birkin, a Fendi, a Louis. I've never even used this bag yet. A Chanel, Louis, Fendi, Chanel, Gucci, Louis. And you're telling me what I have spent on all these bags, I could have went to China and got them and not spent.
I just want to say, I don't understand individuals that's paying this money for y'all just buying it because of popularity. And when you think about it, well, are the luxury designers right? Because you wouldn't spend that much money, the same bag, if it said FTT. The same bag, you would not spend the money. So the European people are saying they want the name. You are spending this money for the name. And I believe that is right. Y'all are spending money just for the name because you guys are so materialistic that if it don't have these names on it, you don't deem them as valuable. And what have these name brands ever did for you? They ain't do nothing for you. But you bow down to them because you see a certain status of people that wears that brand and you want to be like them and you want to be accepted like them. You ain't gonna never be accepted like them. You ain't gonna never be like them. Be yourself. But this is what you get. And I want to know, are these people, do they want to pay this much money for the name? If the same Chanel bag she's showing, if it says boo boo, or not, if it says TT on there, do you think that she would buy that bag? Press 1 if she would still buy that bag, same quality, the name is just TT. Press 1 if she would buy that bag. Press 4 if no, she would not buy that bag for that price if it have TT. So it goes to show you that people are buying the bags because of the name. It's the name. So is the Europeans, are they wrong? Because you bow down to the system. The Europeans, they wanted to cater to a certain brand of people. They wanted to cater to a certain rich people. They didn't even want to service y'all. But y'all are so, I guess, I don't know what you want to call it, but it's like, oh, you need it so you can feel validated so you can be one of them. And you ain't gonna never be one of them. So in the hip hop industry and then the main culture, you guys start consuming all that to feel important. And come to find out, you're not. Okay? They just making money off of y'all because y'all a damn fool. Okay? Hell, I can't blame nobody but yourselves. You signed up for this. That's how I feel about it. But I want to know what y'all feel about it. I'm looking at her with all these brand names, Chanel. They don't care about you. What have Chanel ever done for the community? Huh? They never wanted to, they didn't even create bags for you, but you have to have it because you want to sit up with the rich white people that ain't gonna never accept you, ain't gonna never see you as one. You want to be the elite, okay? And now they shitted on you. They said, well, hell, they want to be us so bad. Let's go to China. Let's buy it for $5. Mark this shit up and send it to their garbage ass. Hell. And they ate it right on up. No wonder. When, in California, when people rob those stores, Louis Vuitton, they don't get mad. I see why you don't get mad. The shit ain't cost them but $5. Hell, all these robberies of these high-end stores, it don't cost nothing but $5. I wouldn't get mad either. And then they got insurance on top of that. So they just gonna get insurance money. And to think that Shekinah out here crying over the Gucci store, girl. You crying over that $5 bag made from China? Hell. But y'all do this on yourself. I don't feel sorry for y'all. I really don't.
All this money, China, I'm coming. But let me just show you all the bags that I actually really have. Look at this. Jack Louis, Hermès, Louis, Dior, 3 Chanels, Fendi, YSL, Chanel, Louis, Chanel, Louis, Gucci, Chanel. All of this stuff I spent my hard-earned money on. All of this.
Girl, I don't care. Because all that Chanel, $5,000, $10,000. If she really cared about her community, she could have saved so many lives. So many homeless people are out here. And you spending all this money on bags that cost $5. The brand designers don't even care for you. It was not made for you. And that money you could have spent helping so many individuals. But y'all so selfish and consumed with self. And you want people to look at you as somebody important because you have a bag. Now you realize that it was only made by $5 in China. Now you pissed off. You failed yourself, okay? Invested into materialistic. It will always fail you. But let's go. Let's get these likes up. Can we please get the likes up, y'all?
Are you freaking telling me that I overpaid for all of this shit? Let me go on Expedia or wherever and find me an airline ticket to China because I'm coming. I'm coming to see y'all. Look for me. And I also want to add that this Louis wallet, it legit say made in France. Made in France. I am now checking all my shit. China. I'm coming.
For on trade war TikTok, you know, Trump came out and he said, you know what, China, 145% tariff on anything that comes from China, you know, minus the cell phones and the laptops and some electronics. And you know, Trump is getting scared right now. Okay. But then China came back and they just clapped back so hard and they are exposing all of these luxury brands. And you know what China did? They rolled the dice, specifically the Coach dice. Guys, these are my Coach dice. I got them last weekend. It says Coach on the little hang tag. And then on the back of it, it literally says made in China. Okay. Saw that one TikTok from Send Bags with that guy. And he was going over all of the hardware and the material cost to make the Hermes Birkin bag. Guys, this is the Walmart Birkin bag. Where do you think this was made? In China. Okay. I got it in black. I also have it in brown. And lastly, I have it in orange too, guys. The H orange. Yes. Interested, you can still find like the Walmart Birkin or the Walmart Kelly on the TikTok shop. I see them. Some of them have free shipping. Some of them don't. They're like between 85 and like 120 bucks. You know what? I probably have some in my showcase. If you're interested, check it out. This is my Louis Vuitton monogrammed embossed leather long wallet. Okay. I love this wallet. I think it's amazing. I think it looks great. Canal Street, $20, guys. Okay. And you know what? I think here's the thing. It's not like this is going to be like washing clothes or like, you know, it's a wallet, guys, you know, and all of these people on TikTok, they are coming out and you see all of these manufacturers, all of these suppliers, and they say, you know what, this is made in the same factory as the other ones that you're paying $2,000 for. I just got this one on Canal Street for 20 bucks. I've seen some manufacturers on TikTok recently come out and say, the Chanel double flap, yeah, this costs like $40 to make. It's not. Why is Chanel charging us $10,000 for this bag? Lastly, the Gucci Marmont camera bag, okay? I love it, you know. But why is Gucci charging us $2,000, $3,000 for this when the manufacturers are out here outing every luxury brand out there? Hermes, Chanel, Louis Vuitton, Gucci, YSL, Prada. And they say, you know what? All of that stuff, that bag is made in China. And then they ship it to maybe Italy or France. And they add a couple touches and then they add their own stamping inside. And they say, made in lowercase Italy. Okay. And I'm just like, my mother, she has this saying that the American dream, everything here, the American dream is actually made in China. And you know what? Now that I think about it and I say that out loud, I don't think she's wrong. China is standing up for itself right now and saying, you know what, we're here to fight this trade war. And as an American consumer, okay, I'm going to let you know right now, I'm here for it. Okay. I don't think anything on this shelf is worth more than like $250 at the most, And then Sen Bags came out and said that $40,000 Birkin bag that Hermes is charging you $40,000 for, we can make that bag. That cost of making that bag is $1,400. So why is America, the richest country in the world, just out here, just totally blindsided and paying these ridiculous, astronomical prices? And on a final note.
Okay. Do you know why America's out here paying all this money? Do you want me to tell you why? Because America don't care about American people. America does not care about American people. America will always see Americans as whores, and they're going to pimp them out. That's why you don't have good health care. And let's not forget about the high expensive these medications are. In India, it costs nothing to make that medication. But America will always do this to these people. And I seen somebody in the comment section say, well, thank Trump for, exposing the light. He ain't exposed shit. We already knew this. It's this people that want to be the elite. This is people that want to be better than everybody else that was fooled. And don't let this fool you, because it's not going to stop here. The spirit of I'm better than you, the spirit of you cannot sit with me, it will always be here. And Trump is behind that type of spirit. All those elites and Elon Musk, they have that same ideology. You can't sit with us. We're going to separate you. When you look at the houses, majority of these houses that's newly built, they're crap. And they're an arm and a leg. They're just like these goddamn bags. These cars that y'all spend that money on. It ain't worth it. Okay. The depreciation of these cars is 62% down. The cars that you flex with, you spend $200,000, $150,000 on that Maybach, all that. In 2 or 3 years, that Maybach ain't worth crap. 50, 60, 70%, maybe 80% depreciation. Okay? So y'all do this on yourselves. Because you don't want equality for all. You want to feel better than people. You don't. And now that the same bag in Walmart, you ain't going to want it no more because everybody else got it. You want to feel like you're better than. And the better than spirit is definitely America. And that's why American people always get duped, okay, and spend overpriced because they want to feel more important than the next person. It's a false belief system, but let's go.
Especially in the state of the economy that we are in right now in the United States of America. Is it really wise to spend $40,000 on a Birkin bag when you can buy the Walmart Birkin for like $100, let's be honest, and then you can put the other $39,900 into a 401k, put it into your Roth, put it into invest it, buy a home. That's a down payment on a home, $39,900.
But you got to watch the homes. Do you agree that the houses are built now are crap? Press 5 in America. The houses they build now are crap. Press 5. They are blow over with the wind, and they're overpriced, and they're small. Okay, so they are the same as these purses. And the people that's in America that's buying these houses are big corporations. They want to have it where you can't own nothing. They just want you to rent and be happy. That is the mindset they're doing. These big corporations are going and they're buying everything. Do you hear what I'm saying? Everything.
It's like, go use that. Go buy your first home, guys. Come on.
As a fashion design major, and I have a degree in fashion design, I'm absolutely loving y'all crash out and lose y'all mind over these luxury brands that have been bullshitting you for centuries. Once I went to school and I learned that most of these luxury items are made in China or overseas and then finished in a European country, I was like, I'm never spending the money on a bag ever. I've bought some stuff in my day, big up DHGate, but I do have a pair of Gucci's that my brother, rest his soul, he did buy me. But other than that, once I learned that, even with clothes, like it's so hard for me to shop nowadays because I don't even do fast fashion. But back to luxury stuff. People are learning that they have saved and spent their hard-earned money on products that were made in China, which is not bad. But for these luxury companies who've been saying that, oh, this is made in Europe, designed in Europe, they've been lying to y'all. And I'd love to see y'all crash out because, oh, you spent your whole check on some Gucci's that were made in China, not even made in Europe. Oh, you spent all that bread on a Fendi bag just for you to find out it's made.
Time out. Not only that, but they always want to crap on people that wear the fake stuff. If you buy a Gucci sandal for $10 at the flea market or whatever, they got the fake replica, then you get talked about, especially in my community, the Black community. Oh, you got that fake shit on. Oh, you got that. It's made in the same factory, homie. Okay. It's just one is sent to Italy and repackaged. Why do y'all care so much about Italy? What has Italy ever done for you? What has these Europeans ever done for you? Huh? They ain't do crap. But y'all value them. I don't understand why. Well, you know what? It's not me to understand. You value them because them white people, that's where them white people from. Them white people are from Italy. You know, that's their hometown. That's where their ancestors grew up, France and all that shit. So I can understand them supporting their own individuals because that means home for them. They have a historical tie to Italian brands and European brands because those European brands, they cater to them. So I understand their mindset of it. But hell, y'all want to be, I don't want to say y'all want to be like them, but I don't know. You want to shit on other Black people that can't afford it. So you feel like, hey, I got what the white rich people got. Y'all can't afford it. So y'all beneath me, honey. You know? And come to find out, that same thing that validated you being better than the next is from the same place. That person you say that's lesser than you, y'all got it in the same factory, worked on by the same hands. You got made fool of. You lost this round, okay? But I know next year you're going to find something else because it's always going to be something. The spirit of I'm better than you, you can't six to me, has always been here. It has created this country and it's not going away. So, hell, it's going to be something else. So you're going to have to look for the spirit. Okay, let's go.
The same, that is made in the same factory that counterfeit bags are made in, but it's legitimately from the... I'm loving the veil being ripped off y'all faces. Materialism, consumerism is bringing down this country so bad. And big up China for ripping the veil off of our faces and realizing that what we really think it is, it ain't. And honestly, I've been trying to say this for years. I actually kind of stopped talking about it. I just went about my own life, not buying luxury items and shit like that. But I'm sorry, but
wholesalers, it's 2024 and you still don't know who are the suppliers behind Dior? Their knitwears and cardigans are from Beyond Garments from Hangzhou. Beyond Garments is also the supplier behind many luxury brands from America and Europe like Sandra, Maj, and Versace. Second, most of the Dior's cosmetic products are actually produced by Taiho Group, which is also the supplier behind Lancôme and Loewe. Third, 24-hour packaging technology from Shenzhen provide exquisite packaging and bags for Dior. Of course, Dior has their own factories in many countries, supplies different products for them. If you want to know more about this part of the information, tell me in the comment section so I'll prepare for my next videos.
The bags come from China, but the leather comes from Nigeria. The bags are manufactured in China, but the leather, the exotic skins, the snake skin, the alligator, it comes from Kano, Nigeria. Come on in, let's talk about it. Yes, because I love that the Chinese manufacturers are coming on here and asserting that they are producing these luxury bags and luxury goods, but also Black people have a hand in that manufacturing by way of tanneries in Kano, Nigeria. So a tannery is an institution, a business in which you are converting animal products like skins, leather, suede, alligator skins, snake skins, all kinds of exotic skins into textiles so that they can be used for goods, clothing, bags. And Kano, Nigeria is headquarters, world headquarters for this practice. And they have long since been headquarters for hundreds of years. So I interviewed during the pandemic a man named Winston, and he leads a business out of Kano, Nigeria called Winston Leathers. And they are actually a third generation tannery. So he confirmed that his tannery produces leather goods and exotic skins for brands like LVMH, so Louis Vuitton's portfolio of brands, Ralph Lauren, many other luxury brands. And I interviewed him on Twitter. I'll link to that thread so you can go back and read it. But yeah, he shared that this practice of providing exotic skins to the world, but specifically to China, goes back to the Silk Road, when traders in Mali were providing leather goods up through Morocco and on into Asia. Moroccan leather is known for its quality, and Winston actually shared that Moroccan leather can be traced back to Kano, Nigeria, and it's actually Kano leather. So I love all the conversation that Chinese manufacturers have started around like amplifying that those goods are produced and manufactured in China. I want to go a layer deeper and talk about how Black people are actually contributing to the manufacturing as well, because the leather goods and the exotic skins that make up those bags that they're putting together in China actually started on the continent of Africa, in Nigeria. Okay, let's talk about it. If we're gonna talk about it, let's talk about all of it. And sorry, I'm getting ready. I'm gonna put my brush down to talk about some bags that I love by Black designers. So this beauty is Antelope. This is by a brand called Brother Valet. A Black woman named Aurora James leads that brand. I still wear fur, don't kill me. I read a great New York Times article about how basically fur was phased out when Black women were able to access it in greater numbers. So basically, because Black women could access something that white people felt was exclusive to them, that's when they decided.
I already told you about you cannot sit with me. And let's just be clear. A lot of these brands like Chanel, these elite, when Black people start wearing them, that's when a lot of rich white people said they don't want them anymore because you destroyed the brand. When you wear something and they don't want to wear what you wear, okay? They don't want you to go to the same place they go to, but your ass want to follow up with them. Whatever they got, they don't want you to have access to, because you have access to, then you flaunting around, you got all these rappers and they don't hold the same values or integrity. They up here popping a butt and doing all type of stuff with the name brand. They feel like it's destroyed now. They don't want the name brand anymore. So that's possibly where because the European brands was going down. They all buying each other now, but they said, well, hell, let's cater to the hip hop community. So that since they they so thirsty, y'all so thirsty to buy their brands. So they said, let's buy the shit from China for $5. You know, these dummies, they don't know shit, no way. They don't know nothing. They just want the name, okay? So they can feel important. Po you, okay? So honey, that they did what they did. Because if they went on sale, you guys would not value you wouldn't value it. If Versace starts selling at Kmart, Versace went down now. It's the same shirt that was worn for $5,000 yesterday. Now the shirt is for $20. Now you look at it as garbage because of the price tag. That is a mindset of that child, honey, that is a mindset. Because other people can afford it, you know. You can't sit with me mindset, but let's go. Oh
no, vegan leather. And I am not a proponent of, inhumane treatment of animals, but I do love fur, and it is a part of Black womanhood, Black girlhood, rites of passage. We hand down fur coats. So I love a fur. Brother Valet has great bags, and they also benefit women in Africa who construct these bags. I want to talk about Hanifa. I can't get enough of Hanifa. I love Hanifa Muvemba as a person. And she is also a Black designer from the continent of Africa. She is from Congo, and she produces bags. This is a great bag. It comes in a larger size. It also comes in black, I believe, and maybe red. And yes, I love this bag. She sent this bag to me. Thank you so much, sister. Love this down and wear it. Okay. And we gotta talk about Loire. So Loire is headed by Raul Lopez. He is a person of color. And
I'm gonna fast forward there.
A Forbes 30 Under 30 honoree, a Vogue Business 100 Innovator honoree.
Made in China? He said, how would you feel if you found out it was made in China? He said, come to me and get the product. China said, y'all gonna go low, we're gonna drive y'all to hell. Baby, I just want y'all to know, if y'all see my sisters with some Birkins, they the real Birkins, we went straight to China. Hey, I mean, if I could get them a Birkin for $200, $300, and it's the real spill deal, I don't mind that motherfucker saying made in China. I hope they don't either, bitch. It's gonna be a Merry Christmas around here. I'm going straight to the dealer. What? Baby, they done cut the middleman. This is like the plug. I ain't got to go to the store no more. I can go to the dealer himself. China. Any Chinese person that see this, that got them, that they was calling replicas, go ahead, hit the DM. Hit the D and the M. I'm proud of y'all. I'm proud of y'all for standing on motherfucking business, and I love waking up to the bullshit. I just love it. China, do your thing, baby. Show out and show up, okay? Now, my sister might not get no Birkins because I don't even care for no shit like that, but yeah, I want some shit. Listen, China, I'm here. I stand. Let's go. Let's ride, baby.
So listen, y'all know I'm all about community, so I'm about to give y'all the 3 people who are giving you all the tea on the Chinese manufacturers. And I'm also going to tag their profiles in the caption and the comments. So the first one is Luna. Luna gives you all the tea on the suppliers for Sephora, Zara, where to buy your luxury accessories, and the best website to source the products from China. Number 2, we got the homie Sen Bags, and he pretty much gave up all the tea on how it is that Birkins are manufactured. And he said, oh, y'all thought Hermes had quality? Watch this. Then we got Lily. Not only does Lily...
Hold on. I gotta find who was the first lady. She said, I'm going to that Instagram right now, honey. I'm about to buy me... I should not tell y'all this, but I might have to buy me some... Honey, I'm going to be quiet. But y'all better hurry up and go buy China before April the 25th. You already know what Shane about to go up on the prices, honey. You better hurry up. All right, but let's go. I just need to download that Instagram again.
And I'm also going to tag their profiles in the caption and the comments. So the first one is Luna. Luna gives you all the tea on the suppliers for Sephora, Zara, where to buy your luxury accessories, and the best website to source the products from China. Number 2, we got the homie Sen Bags, and he pretty much gave up all the tea on how it is that Birkins are manufactured. And he said, oh, y'all thought Hermes had quality? Watch this. Then we got Lily. Not only does Lily give you the tea on how it is that you can ship the products to the United States, but she also gives you the easiest way to get your products to the US and step-by-step for those of you who are afraid of the language barrier on how to buy the goods from China. And then last but not least, if you look inside the label of your favorite sneaker, I promise you it was made in Asia. So you probably want to go straight to the source, and I'm going to recommend my guy, Remy Sneaker. And as you can see below, they show you the quality of the shoe. While a lot of folks scream knockoff, these are the exact same manufacturers that manufactures the shoes, the luxury goods, the bags, the clothing that you buy from the stores. You're welcome.
And $10. All is $10. We have 7 colors. Look.
I'm so sorry, I just had to, but I do have something serious to say. No shade to that creator whatsoever, but to anyone who still thinks that made in China means that something is of an inferior quality needs to address the latent racism that lives within them. Just because a Birkin or a Chanel classic flap is then sent to France to add the made in France symbol right at the end doesn't mean that French quality and French craftsmanship is somehow superior than Chinese. If you're someone who subscribes to this belief system, I would really ask you to critically analyze where this Eurocentric belief...
Well, that's what they do. And that's all I'm saying. They feel like France is better than China. It could be the same thing. They feel like certain people are better than other people. They produce the same stuff, but that is how America is. It's this, whatever she just said, I'm better than you. You know, you can have 2 speakers speaking, one black, one white. People are going to deem the white one better because of their look. It's all about materialistics. And people can look at human as materialistic. Gender war. If it's a man saying it, a woman can say that same shit. But they're going to deem the man with a better message because it's coming from a man. It's the same thing like this. A woman is from China. A man is from France. So they materialize shit like that. A white person is from France. A black person from China. So that is the lens that America has raised its own. So you understand how people are looking at people because you're from China. You're from France. That's the whole thing in America right now. But let's go.
system has come from. Because clearly from every single brand that you can think of, from Lululemon to COS to Chanel to Hermes to every product in Sephora is manufactured in China. Clearly, they're doing something right. This isn't anything new, and another example that comes to mind is how they tried to demonize MSG and Chinese food cooking based on one letter to a journal that had absolutely zero facts or evidence to back it up, when MSG is actually a naturally occurring compound in foods such as tomato and cheese. It's called monosodium glutamate, and it's literally naturally occurring. I think what is particularly egregious about this slander against Made in China is that it ignores the absolute rich wealth of history about Chinese trade and Chinese manufacturing. Think back to the Silk Road and how Chinese silk was once the epitome of luxury fashion. Forget about the row. And this was thousands of years ago. In China, their looms were weaving the most intricate brocade designs way before the West ever got it. They had porcelain, they had jade, they had some of the earliest examples of calligraphy on man-made paper. Yet we discount all of that rich history, all of those thousands of years of craftsmanship, and demonize Made in China. I'm so glad that the Chinese wholesalers are hitting back and asking Western consumers to wake up, because this is the revolution. It is being televised, and if this app gets taken away from us, we'll all know why.
$10, $10, and $10. Always $10.
That's what I'm talking about. I would pay $10 for a Chanel bag, okay, and have all of y'all thinking I paid all this money for it. Hell. I'm doing it to fool you, and you're gonna get fooled. You're gonna think I'm this, you're gonna service me better. And honey, when I give you that tip I go to the restaurant with a fake Chanel bag, they know I'm about to tip good, right? Right? Because they see that Chanel bag, they're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna give her the best service. Fooled you. When they get mad when they find out the tip don't match that Chanel bag. Okay. Hell. It's not like they about to go inside the bag. It's just for appearance only and to match my outfits. Now, this is a deal. Now, this is something worth bargaining for. Hell. You know what I mean? Bump it. Let's go.
We have 7 colors. Look.
I'm so sorry, I just had to, but I do have something serious to say. No shade to that creator whatsoever, but to anyone who still thinks that Made in China means that something is of an inferior quality needs to address the latent racism that lives within them. Just because a Birkin or a Chanel classic flap is then sent to France to add the Made in France symbol right at the end.
Didn't she say this already?
Fucking much, and it means like everything. But at the end of the day, it's a piece of paper. It's the same thing with these luxury brands. Like, yes, it's a nice bag, and yay, it was $50,000, but it cost them $200 to make from beginning to end. So you're just paying for like the branding and like the little medallion that's on the luxury item. That's really all it is. Seriously.
Truth there is to this.
Well, I think people know that they're paying for the logo. Press 2 if you feel like they know they're paying for the logo. Press 7 if you feel like they don't. The reason why I say they know, and you cannot play victim with me, because if I have that same bag and I put one bag and it's labeled Chanel, and it's another bag that's labeled RRR, you're going to pick the Chanel. And if the Chanel have if they got the same price tag, $5,000, you're not going to spend that $5,000 on an RRR because of the name. You don't know that name. That name is not popular. When you go to places, people are not going to respect that name. You buy the Chanel because of the name. You buy the Chanel because of the logo. It gives you a certain reputation. It has a certain status on there. Even though China just shattered it, but somehow I do believe that people are going to twist it and they're going to say, you know, they're going to fight that battle, and people going to believe in the delusion. People going to believe in lies. So the elites have always told lies, and they can tell good lies, and people that want to believe into it, that's what they're going to do. So I think they bought the name.
But this is completely bypassing Gucci and Louis Vuitton and all of the high-end luxury items, and then Lululemon and Aloe and SKIMS. Okay, we all know how to get that at a fraction of the price now. They are onto Pottery Barn, Restoration Hardware, Our House. All of those pieces that you are spending thousands and sometimes tens of thousands of dollars on, you can get for 15 to 20% direct from the factory in China. I don't know.
Yeah. America has duped its people. Like I said, from the housing, from these cars, from medication. Y'all don't talk about how America raised the price of medication on y'all. Y'all can't even afford medication. And the prices that it costs to make these meds is nothing. It's really cheap in China to make a lot of this medication. And America, what do they do to these doctors? They raise the price up. To see the doctor, it's raised up. So it's not just these European designers, it's America, it's the elite, it's the rich getting off on you. Okay, that is what it is. And you guys still cannot see that. It's just not the bags. It extends to medication. But y'all don't want to talk about medication. Y'all don't want to talk about how y'all overpaying for medication in America. And in America, do you so wrong because they know you need these medications. It's life or death for you. But do they care? They don't care about the American people. They only care about their money getting fatter. Everybody sees this around the world except for you because you're so materialized with America and oh my God, you're so blinded by their lies. But let's go on.
You guys, I'm blown away. Even if these tariffs exist to the level that they exist, even if you're paying 100% tax on it, you're still mind blown with the upcharge that they're go down the rabbit hole. Just put into your TikTok, Chinese manufacturing, B2B, whatever, you'll find it. It's mind blowing. Maybe when I need furniture, I'm just gonna buy direct and pay for shipping. It'll be cheaper.
Why do people around the world turn to Chinese suppliers to design and build their houses? And how does it work? This video, I will show how we design, select materials, produce, and load the cargo. Step 1. You can send me your blueprint or floor plan, or you just have a piece of land and money, and I will communicate with you the style you want. We can have a video call and send you some cases we have done to determine the style you want. For example, you see this is the customer, they send us the floor plan, and then our designer will make interior 3D rendering for you. If you have a limited budget, we can start from a small bedroom. It's okay, no problem. Once the design is confirmed, we also provide you with quotes for all the building materials in the design. At this stage, many clients will come to China themselves to personally select the materials.
Подскажите, пожалуйста, сколько стоит такая дверь?
120美金，有货。
Very good.
After you have selected and confirmed the building materials, we will place the order with dozens or even more factories for production. Once the products are manufactured, we will gather them in the same warehouse for container loading. Look, this is how we load the goods into the container. We will package the product with special export packaging to ensure the safety of the goods. Okay, the last step. Hey, finish. Then this container will be sent to your home. If you need supervision or construction workers later on, we can provide that too. But doing business is not the most important thing for me. I sincerely hope you can come to China so that we can not only do business, but I can show Chinese culture and food with you.
Okay, I'm going to share my biggest furniture secret with you. Okay, so I ordered the Mario Bellini couch, which if you know furniture, you know it. It's kind of expensive. And I ordered it from a company who claimed that they were Canada-based. And they acted like it was being made in Europe, then shipped to Canada for inspection, and then to me. But no, it came straight from China, and I was pissed, okay? And then I found out that I could just find the direct manufacturer, and it's way cheaper. And then I also discovered that you can also find restoration hardwares manufacturer. So literally any nice thing, it's going to be coming from China anyway. So you may as well cut out the middle person, because who cares about the tiny little tag? It's literally the same quality. You just have to go on, look into Alibaba. You can do it. I know it can be intimidating at first, but use your brain, thinky. And to put your mind at ease, you get the assurance thing. It's like $50 and they will let you know, they'll like update you while it's going. So it doesn't like ship all the way here. And then you're like, ew, I hate this. And then also the only other thing is shipping is very expensive. Like for me to have this couch shipped, it's actually more expensive than all the pieces. It's like over $2,000. But it's still going to be amazing and it's worth it because it's an amazing sofa. So that's my little tip.
Everyone always thinks that China is only good for fake Louis Vuitton bags and Nike shoes. But right now, I'm here at one of the factories that supplies to restoration hardware. Watch till the end if you want to see the markups that are being put on your favorite furniture pieces. Check out this amazing high quality chair. So this chair is actually inspired by another Italian brand. It retails for $5,000, but I wanted to know, what's the cost of this chair?
Price is $350.
Okay, so for $350, you have some great margins here. Next, we have this mustache chair. You've probably seen this chair all over TikTok. It's super aesthetic, but here's the thing. This chair costs almost $1,000, maybe a little bit more, but the cost here on this product is $150 or less. There's a successful e-commerce brand called Rove Concept. Last year, e-commerce DB recorded that they did over $113 million a year. They specialize in providing high-quality furniture at an affordable price by cutting out the traditional middlemen. They've mastered the business strategy of buying in bulk, creating trending designs, and providing an amazing customer experience. So if you can figure out a way to get product from these warehouses to your customer's door, there's a lot of money to be made. Follow me for more tips as I take you through China.
In China, for decorating a house like this, and this one, the cost of home building materials is less than $10,000. If you buy all the building materials for a small house from China, it's easy to fill a shipping container, which will make the transportation cost relatively low when you make purchases in China according to your needs. Not only will you be provided with a wide range of products, but also many delicate details. This reflects years of experience in exporting home building materials. Within one day, you can buy all the building materials for your new house here. Follow me, your Chinese partner, Mia Mayo.
99% people don't know that you can buy a whole house from China. These buildings are made of giant steel blocks like Lego. From the outside, you can't tell at all that this is a house with a steel structure. And my engineer friend Ouyang, he just returned from supervising work in North America. He's a Lego fan. What's inside the wall? These houses are made of steel blocks like this. Not only is it wind resistant, soundproof, and cold resistant, and as long as you know how to play with Lego, you can assemble this house in just 1 month. All the building materials of this house are here. Even the bamboo you see, it looks like a bamboo, but it's made of steel too. They have cases all over the world. Ouyang believes that if the blueprint is clear enough, even a group of children can assemble an airplane. So he has been trying to upgrade the drawing and let customers assemble them themselves and enjoy the fun. Then he won't have to go abroad to guide every project. They say use this as load-bearing steel beams can build a building over 20 meters. It's over 7 floors, and it can also withstand an 8 magnitude earthquake and has a lifespan of 50 years. As you can see, this is a roof model house. Watch the video I pinned to the top. We can also provide a luxury decoration service. Want to know more stories about Chinese construction? Follow me, your Chinese friend Roger.
I finally bought my dream garden furniture and it's actually from China. I'm going to talk you through how to buy this furniture, the pros and the cons of buying direct from a supplier in China and whether you should do it. So after living here for nearly 2 years, we decided it was finally time to buy some garden furniture after we saved back up. Because how expensive is garden furniture, guys? I actually can't get over it. After looking around for so long, I didn't even like anything. Everything was overpriced. So I actually ended up ordering all this from China. By the way, guys, I have actually vlogged this all for my YouTube, which goes into way more detail and breakdowns and stuff. That video should be up this week. So go subscribe so you don't miss out. Anyway, I placed this order back in April and it only arrived last weekend, which means that it's taken nearly 15 weeks to get to me. Not gonna lie, I think it was a little bit delayed. So if you're wanting to get this for next summer, order it like early next year. I'm gonna pop on the screen the price that I paid in total for all the bits. Now, as you can see, the shipping fee is basically double, if not a bit more. But again, that's because it's coming all the way from China to the UK. It might even be cheaper going to the US. So I managed to get all this for just over 7,000 USD. I personally don't think that is bad because I know a brand that sells this basically exact same thing for way, way more. But yeah, let me know what you guys think and would you do it?
Hello, Habibi. If you really want to import furniture from China, contact Nico. I can help you. I can take you to the factory. Location is Foshan. 10,000 furniture factories in here. Low middleman, low price up to sky. Contact me. I'm Nico, your business.
If you want to come to China to purchase furniture, but are worried about the 145% US tariff, what should you do? Don't worry. You can come to China for a trip, and we can offer you personal shopping services. First, tell me your requirements for furniture and building material, and we'll provide you with a furniture catalog. Second, we'll arrange a business card to pick you up at the airport and help you choose a comfortable hotel. Third, in the following days, I'll take you to the factories to see the product and get the most favorable prices. Fourth, even after you leave China, we'll still offer you online services according to your need. Fifth, after the order is completed, a special person will help you with quality inspection. Sixth, finally, you'll find a professional international shipping company considering the size of your furniture and the local logistics policy. We'll ensure the safety of the furniture during transportation and avoid any damage or scratches. I'm Miyamayo, your business partner.
Stop paying crazy prices at CB2, Restoration Hardware, and Crate & Barrel for your luxury furniture. Right now, we're in Foshan City at one of the suppliers of CB2. Everything is custom made exactly how you like. You can customize colors, firmness. You can work with as many swatches as you like. All you have to do is pay a deposit to secure your order. Then they'll work with you to get the best rate and probably ship your items through a shipping container to your destination.
This is inspired by the Charles and Ray Eames lounge chair. You can see the siding color is different.
The quality is top notch. When you go close, you can see the real leather quality. So the one thing I wanted to say about this is this chair, it ranges around 7,000 to 8,000 US dollars. But Rainbow, can you tell us the price of what this is for wholesale?
This one for real leather, the price is 458.
Okay, wow. So that is really great margin. So when we're looking at this, if you're able to order from Rainbow, you'll definitely be happy. Follow me for more tips as I take you along as I do business in China.
Hello guys, who are the suppliers behind IKEA? Round 2. You know, 80% of the wooden furniture are produced by Fengling Wood Industry, Longyang Wood Industry, and Songyuan Wood Industry. And the home textiles are sourced from NHG Group in Jiangsu, and the home appliances are sourced by Extra A-Light. And Home Link Technology in Ningbo are the manufacturer for their plastic products. And their glasses and glassware produced by Delin Anhui. And Hualian Ceramics are producing the ceramic products in IKEA. And the stainless steel kitchenwares are produced by Guanhua in Shanghai. Alright guys, that's enough for today. If you're interested in other manufacturers behind the big brand, comment and let me know so I will talk in the next video. I'm Luna, your reliable sourcing partner.
Why do more than 100,000 real estate properties around the world, including Thailand's Kanapaya residence, Yunnan's Swiss Touch, only find one mysterious Chinese company as a supplier? Why?
Because except for one weakness, Chinese suppliers can not only provide products in variety categories, but also provide customers with a complete solution, including design, smart homes, and CCTV systems.
Even for the MEPF systems, we also can provide from the design to the equipment and including the installation garden for you.
Sounds crazy.
If you source building materials from China one by one, you might have to visit and compare hundreds of factories. Therefore, one-stop service greatly reduces customers' trial and error costs.
Our glass cotton wool also sells very well. The Thailand Kanapaya is also use our glass cotton wool.
Does it protect against the Spider-Man?
Of course not.
I want a material which can anti-Spider-Man.
Good idea.
Just a teaser, in the next video, I will show you the Chinese factory that supplies architectural glass to Apple company. Hey Jim, I like this window very much.
Actually, this is not a window. This is a door.
Uh-oh. If your budget is limited, China has products that are surprisingly cheap. If you have too much money to spend, China can also export ingenious projects to you.
We have made 7 hotel mock-up rooms from the 2-star to 5-star hotel.
There are some customers who expect to buy products from 5-star hotels at the price of 2-star hotels. This is really difficult for me. Usually, how many supplies does a hotel need to purchase from China?
It's normally need hundreds, but here, just one.
Just one?
Yeah.
The only weakness is that many people misunderstand that China only sells cheap products. So in the future, I will show you more high-end products from China. For me,
this mattress is only $20. Why you need to import from China? Because you will find them many good products with good quality and price. Like this bed, only $100. This sofa is $60. It is $40. If you can import this furniture from China and sell at a high price in your country, you will earn a high profit on it. Comment below or DM me with what you're looking for. This is Jackie. Jackie, sourcing easy.
If you want to decorate your dream house, you must come to China and choose George Deco. We provide a door-to-door, one-stop decoration solution, helping you with everything from design to materials to logistics. With 19 years of global experience, we can customize a luxury house that will make your friends envy at only 1/10 of the cost. I'm Roger, an influencer who has visited hundreds of Chinese factories. Follow me to learn more about the renovation stories in China.
If you want to decorate your dream house, you must come to China and choose us. We can not only provide you with a one-stop home decoration solution, helping you solve problems from design, material selection to logistics. With 10 years of global experience, we can customize a villa that will make your neighbors envious. And it only costs 1/10 of the normal price. I'm Mia Mayo, your reliable furniture supplier in China.
When I went to check out on the Restoration Hardware website, the total price was $30,000. I just thought to myself, Restoration Hardware is made in China. I can definitely find their manufacturer on Alibaba. I literally found them in like 10 minutes. After chatting with me for a little bit, they explained that they only make some of the outdoor stuff. So they're not going to make a cloud couch, but they do make all the outdoor furniture, which is even more expensive. The only stipulation was that they had to make those slats in the back of the sectional a little bit wider just to not get into any legal trouble. But other than that, they are exactly identical and completely custom made just for me. It took about a month to custom make, but here's the final product. These are the actual 2 sets that I ordered. Total cost was $3,000 for the 2 sets, $3,000 for shipping, and it'll be here in about a week. I think the 2 main takeaways here are that number 1, Restoration Hardware's markup is absolutely astronomical. And number 2, they're basically banking on the fact that most people...
For the past more than 30 years, we have been the OEM factory for most of the luxury brands around the world. Gucci, Prada, Coach, Louis Vuitton, you name it. But for this, I'm not proud because we were only making our wages. The profit margin for the people who are actually making the bags are very low. What I'm really proud of is that first, we have the best quality control. 2, we have the best craftsmanship. You know, Chinese craftsmen are always intelligent and diligent. 3, we have the most complete supply chain. We always get what we want, like zippers, accessories of any kind, any color, and leathers immediately. Now, as the USA and its little European brothers are trying to refuse Chinese goods, don't you think luxury brands are not trying to move move their OEM out of China? Yes, they did, but they failed because the OEM factories out of China, they don't have good quality control and they don't have as good craftsmanship. Their workers are either too expensive or too lazy. 3, they don't have any supply chain. They always have trouble getting leather or zippers or any accessories. That is why they failed, and that is why we will always be the best OEM factory for luxury brands. Why don't you just contact us and buy from us? This Birkin bag at Hermes boutique will cost you 38,000 USD. But what is the real cost out of the factory? Today, I'm going to break it down in front of you step by step. First thing first, Hermes only use the leathers from the 3 top-level suppliers. One is called Muti from Italy. The second is Weinheimera from Germany. And the third is Haas from France. One piece of Togo leather, the same leather as this one, will cost 450 USD. And one piece of the leather is only enough to make one Birkin, okay? And next, thread. And of course, for Hermes Birkin, the thread is also the best top level. It's called Fil al Chinois from France. This is actually the Rolls Royce in thread. For each bag, the cost is 25 USD. And then the hardware. See, this hardware is called 316 hardware. It's also known as the ocean stainless steel because it can withstand the erosion of seawater. It's the best stainless steel. For one piece of bag, the hardware will cost 150 USD. The edge oil. This edge oil is imported from Italy. It's called heat seal edge oil. For each bag, it will cost 50 USD. The interior lining, it used lambskin imported from France. For each bag, the cost will be 100 USD. And also inside, there is a zipper from Riri brand. And the zipper for one bag is 10 USD. And then the cost of human resource. The French artisans is much more expensive than Chinese artisans. To finish one bag, the human resource cost will be 600 USD. The package, now this is not that expensive, it's 10 USD. So now to sum those up, the total cost will be 1,400 USD for one Birkin out of factory. But why Hermes will charge you 38,000 USD for one bag? That's because more than 90% of the price is paid for its logo. But if you do not care about the logo, you just want the same quality, same material, you can just buy from us. Because for our bags, we use exactly the same material, same leather, same hardware, same edge oil. The only difference is one, we don't have the logo, so we don't have to pay so much amount of money just for that logo. And second, our human resource is much cheaper. This is why this bag from our factory only costs you 1,000 USD.
Who is the Chinese supplier behind product? Bags are from Vuitton handbag in Dongguan City, Guangdong Province. It's a factory specializing in handbags for 54 years, and it produces 80% of the world luxury bags. Vuitton Hermes is also the OEM factory for Tory Burch, Coach, MK, and many others. It produces more than 1 million leather goods every month and is one of the largest and the best luxury bags supplier in the world. A luxury bag will cost you at least $500, but you can get the same quality for just $50 to $100 here. Which brand Chinese suppliers do you want to know? Let me know in the comments.
I'm from China, and I need everybody to slow down. Yes, China is spilling the tea, but me, as being a business owner who has ordered from China for the past 6 years, let me tell you a couple of things. And the first thing is, not all factories are the same. So yes, they can get on here and they can make claims that they do this, that, and a third, and the quality is this, that, and a third, and it may not be. Luxury brands order from certain factories because they want a certain quality. And so just because a factory says that they have this design doesn't mean that they have the same quality that the luxury designer ordered from. You have to be careful of that. I've learned firsthand, not all factories are the same. The second thing that you need to know is you need to get an agent. Don't just start ordering from China all willy-nilly. You need an agent that's going to get your stuff inspected, make sure it's up to par, send you pictures, send you videos, do all that stuff before they ship it off to you. I have an agent that I've been using for the past 6 years. That's how I've been in business and been ordering the stuff for my boutique. So before you start ordering from these factories, please hear me out. Now, if you want to know more, because I have a long history of this, I've had a business for the past 6 years. Give me a follow, I can make more videos.
To find a reliable sourcing agent to help them source the products in China. But why do they need an agent? Well, as a sourcing agent, we know the local market well, and we understand the price structure in local market, so we can find the most suitable suppliers for you. Number 2, ensuring quality. We can quickly get the samples to ensure the quality match your requirements, so you can achieve the best results. Number 3, saving your time and energy. Finding suppliers, communicating, and handling shipping can take lots of time. We can efficiently handle this task and provide you with the best service. So if you're looking for a sourcing agent in China, please contact me. I'm Tina, your business partner in China. Look, many experienced buyers choose to find a reliable sourcing agent to help them source the products in China. But why do they need an agent? Well, as a sourcing agent, we know the local market well, and we understand the price structure in local market, so we can find the most suitable suppliers for you. Number 2, ensuring quality. We can quickly get the samples to ensure the quality match your requirements, so you can achieve the best results. Number 3, saving your time and energy. Finding suppliers, communicating, and handling shipping can take lots of time. We can efficiently handle this task and
Prada's Chinese supplier. All this information are also in my latest blog, so go to my website. So Prada has quite a few suppliers for their handbags, although they don't have any handbags that would say made in China. But let me tell you how to tell if it's made in China. So the factories and suppliers in China, they have a code for 时代. They produce 2 codes that's attached to their handbags. One is 165, one is 175. So 175 will be Prada's main product line, and 165 will be like less featured, less important handbag. If you want to see the tags, it's usually in the zipper component in your bag. So if it's made by 时代 factory in China, it will have 175 on the tag. But 时代 does not make any Saffiano leather handbags. If you found a Saffiano leather handbag that has 175 on the fabric tag, it's probably a fake bag. Li Tai is another company that makes Prada's handbag, and their code is 164. This factory also makes handbag for Burberry.
Child, I don't care. A fake bag or a real bag. A bag is a bag. A bag is a bag. Okay? Whether it's real bag or fake bag, who cares? Clearly, a lot of y'all care. But you're not going to go inside my bag. It's just for a look and to go to my outfit. Hell. Okay? Who is about to inspect my bag? If I'm around people that are going to inspect my bag, I don't need to be around them people. Okay? Because it's not that serious. Y'all act like y'all have a heaven and hell to put somebody in based on a fake bag, okay? Or a real bag. Hell, it's no such thing as a fake bag. A bag is a bag. It's a bag. It is a bag. What is the purpose of a bag? To put your belongings in? It doesn't do that. Does it hold? Yeah, it does. It's a bag. Hell, okay? It's this fake ideology of, I don't know what it is. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, quality. Oh, it's a certain quality. Fuck that quality. That quality can't hold you at night. Okay. Okay. Man, oh man. Look at the quality. The quality. The quality. I don't give a damn about that quality. As long as it look good, it feel good. Okay. Whether it's real quality or not, it's a damn bag. But let's go on.
But apparently, they were forced to move their production in Southeast Asia now, so they don't actually have a factory inside of China. Huixiong is another factory. Their code is 224. They mainly make wallets, and with wallets, the code is usually hot stamped. So take a look at your Prada bags and see if they're made in China.
If you've been seeing videos like these for exposing the Chinese luxury market, please listen to this video. There is so much information going around and not a lot of people you can actually trust. We got people talking about Panda Buy should have opened y'all's eyes. I don't know what that is. You don't know what Panda Buy is, bro? Why are you speaking on this? We as Westerners cannot use 1688, Taobao, Weedy, and Xianyu. It does not matter. We cannot use it. Only people inside China can. To actually order stuff from China to America or to the EU, you have to use a shipping agent. That's just what it is. I'm gonna spoon feed this information to you. So listen, here are 2 sites that you can use if you're trying to get into all this stuff. We got plug4.me. This place actually fully indexes Taobao, Weedy, and everything and gives you all the items and shows you actually what they look like with a QC right here. And then there is wheretocop.net, which just has a bunch of finds. If you know, you know. I have videos on this page and I've made an entire long video about this if you do want to learn more. And if you have questions, ask away. I promise you there is almost nobody more qualified to talk about this stuff than me. And just know, you know, I got the connect.
Who are the suppliers behind Max Mara? First, Dishang Group from Shandong. It is one of the largest clothing export enterprises. Has over 70 factories around the whole nation. Second, Heaven Deer from.
So here's the deal. Okay, so people, retailers, are going to buy a whole bunch of replica bags, and I guess they're going to bring them to America. They're going to sell them for about $1,000 or half the price of the bag that they scamming in these high-end stores. And then you can get a bag that look just like that. That's $10, okay? It may not have the top quality, but hell, the top quality bag is going to have wear and tear. It's not like that top quality bag is not going to get destroyed. It's going to have wear and tear too. You know why? Because it's a damn bag at the end of the day. Okay? Shit. When we take the picture side by side, it's going to look the fucking same. Okay? It just makes you feel better. So you're going based on your feelings and, you know, what you believe. So it is what it is. Shit. My bags are prayed over. Okay? I got anointed spirit on my bag. So my bags is more better anyway because they got the spirit of the Holy Ghost on my bag. Okay. Yours don't got no spirit. Hell.
It is a very well-known supplier in the whole industry. Check it by yourself and you will get surprised. Third, Sun Hong from Zhejiang, another very famous and main supplier for Max Mara. And fourth, Wei Hang from Shanghai. It is also the supplier of cashmere material for H&M. All right, guys, that's all for today. If you want to know more about suppliers behind big brands, leave your message in the comment section. I will talk in the next video. And don't forget to follow me for more China sourcing tips. Louis Vuitton and Chanel will hate me if I tell you this, revealing the secret behind big brand. Let's go. Hang Long from Singapore. Or Odin Rugs for their lambskin from France. Tannery Haas. Italian Tannery Fight. Labri Tecna from Italy. Guess where I found all those secret suppliers? All in APIF Hong Kong. It's only the first day of this exhibition. There are still 2 more days to go.
They probably should have took this app away when they had the chance because the Chinese manufacturers just hit them folks with the Uno reverse. And right now, the Chinese manufacturers are the best content on TikTok. They said, oh, tariffs, you say. Oh, okay. American people, y'all say y'all like New Balance, Adidas, Nike. Bet. Oh, yeah. The manufacturer is such and such, located at such and such in Guangzhou. They do shipping within this time. And here are the products. I've seen the manufacturers for every brand anybody could possibly think of, from shoes and apparel to beauty products. One of the Chinese manufacturers said, oh yeah, you know how you pay such and such $100 for Chanel beauty products? Well, we only make them for $10. Listen, I don't know how this tariff thing is going to play out, but the way that the Chinese manufacturers are playing their hand, absolutely well done. 10s across the board. I told y'all in the years that I lived in China, I got everything under the sun because everything is pretty much made there. So to see people learning about the actual quality that's in China, because not everything is made cheaply. And
did y'all see that little handbag? This little handbag costs $7,000. Look, this little hand, honey, it ain't even worth $5 to me. Okay. Where that handbag at? Man, y'all should have seen that small handbag.
We think of, from shoes and apparel, beauty products. One of the Chinese manufacturers said, oh yeah, you know how you pay such and such $100 for Chanel beauty products? Well, we only make them for $10. Listen, I don't know how this tariff thing is going to play out, but the way that the Chinese manufacturers are playing their hand, absolutely well done. tens across the board. I told y'all in the
look at that purse. Look at that small ass purse. $6,000 for that. Man, and so many people are homeless and everything. Ooh, okay, honey. I will buy that for $10, okay? And it will be a fucking replica. And you're gonna believe that it's real because how I'm gonna put on with it. You know what I mean, honey? I come out the door like I'm a rich bitch, okay? So, honey, please. Hell yeah. $10 sound about nice. $6,000? Oh, hell no. V Goddess donated $5. Thank you, China, the leading country in organ transplant. Oh, wow. And they allow organ harvesting of inmates. That's suspicious. Well, it is, but it seems like every country is involved in some wicked stuff because America, they do some harvesting themselves. All of y'all doing some harvesting. Okay, all the people that's at the top of the government running all these countries, Putin, they all wicked. They all wicked. Okay, so comment. I'm gonna get on out of here. We did a vote, and this is what you guys voted on. And I will see you guys on the next upload. Bye. I appreciate everybody that's coming out. Make sure you guys like this video. Subscribe here at the Messy Sweet Spot if you want to hear more of my commentary on certain hot topics. I enjoy you guys. I love you all. And let's build together. Okay? Bye-bye.